but I think the climate in Vietnam now is very conducive to smart and long-term profitable investment. So on the one hand, American veterans are inclined to take a look at Vietnam because of personal experience and because of the connection with Vietnam, and so we're sort of favorable toward Vietnam. But also people who are very successful, like Jim Kimsey at America Online, or Fred Smith at FedEx, or Christos Kotsakis, who has been very successful and one of BVMF's big supporters. They also look at Vietnam in terms of possible financial successes. So while they're interested because they're veterans, they also want to be sure that it's a smart investment. And Vietnam today is a very smart investment. So I think all of them, and then many others, are investing in Vietnam because it's good business.
My feeling about the Vietnamese people is very good. My feeling about the Vietnamese people when I was here during the war was very good. The politicians make the war. The people don't change. I think the Vietnamese people are making a lot of progress. The rebuilding after the war, I can see a lot. I hope to see a lot more as we travel from here to the south. But I'm very impressed with the city is much cleaner. The environment is much more prosperous than I expected to see. So I'm very pleased with what I've seen so far.
Everything that we have seen has been so positive and so very good. When I was here 36 years ago in Quang Tri province, always respected the people in Quang Tri and the positive nature of the people that I look forward to returning there this week. But here in Hanoi, Lloyd said the people have been so wonderful to us. The progress that we see, the factories just driving into the city, whether it's Panasonic or whatever else. I mean, they're the huge factories that are here now show such tremendous economic progress, and that's wonderful. I think for the future, as Chuck said, how we have to be positive, and as Jimmy said, getting people to be interested in the country. If we can help serve that through BVMF or whatever means, it is an honor to be here, and I think the country has a tremendous future, especially when you see what the government is doing today in dealing in such a positive manner with other countries. The visit between presidents recently in Washington, I think, was a wonderful show between countries of friendship and looking to the future. Understanding the past, but looking to the future for a much better situation for all people involved.
I tell you, I was real apprehensive about coming back over. I'll be honest with you. I had no idea what it would do to me emotionally. I did, and when we go down to this other place, I don't know. But I mean, I feel good about it so far. And but I had no idea. I mean, I had no desire to even come back over here. And having been to Jan Scruggs, I probably never would have. But I'm glad I have. I'll tell you that. And but I've been real humbled. I've been real pleasantly satisfied with what I've seen so far. And like I said, you think y'all just as nice, but y'all a younger generation. You all weren't even born when we were here. We got the same young generation then 30, 40, 38 years ago. We're just like y'all. I mean, y'all haven't changed a bit, and that's amazing.
Vietnam is so lucky today because you're the young generation. You young people are the future of this country. And if you can wisely, hopefully, if you can learn from our mistakes, from the mistakes that we, the older people, have made in the past, then you have a great future ahead of you, because you're smart and you're well educated and you have new technologies and new capabilities that are available to you that were never available before. So I see a very bright horizon for Vietnam. And over the years, I think Vietnam will emerge as one of the world's leaders in so many different fields because of you, this young generation. Can you write anything in your newspaper, or will the editor or the government, will they cross out, they refuse to let you print some things? Can you say anything in the newspaper or not?
Mostly, I think I can write almost everything we want. If you see the Vietnamese press now, you will find a great difference. For example, now when you open a newspaper, you can find the articles and about the corruption from the high level officials. And that's what the 10 years ago, for example, was still very sensitive.
I think the Vietnamese press, they don't do nearly as much name-calling in individuals unless there is a corruption or if there's an illegal act or the law is broken or someone is indicted, but names are named, but they don't do the kind of sensationalism that we do in the foreign press. They're a little more respectful of individuals and families and so forth. But when it's a matter of a violation of the law, it's in the newspaper, and sometimes they expose it before it's a violation. I mean, they expose. For example, there was a big gang a few years ago in Saigon, really a mafia operation, and the press blew them out of the water, and the government then had to move in with 100 special agents to investigate, and hundreds of people were arrested, including police, and it was a gigantic expose, and it was brought on by the press.
There's been one thing about our trip here that's been very, very bad, and it's our ability to speak your language. I'm embarrassed that you're having to speak to us in English when we're visiting your country. None of us speaks Vietnamese, and it's embarrassing, so I apologize.